Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Jello and this is my review of In Rays of the Light on the Nintendo Switch. But before we get into it, please leave a like if you enjoy these videos and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to let you know whenever a new video drops, and don't forget to share this video with a friend. Now thanks to the publishers, sometimes you, for the review code of the game. And with all that said, is In Rays of the Light worth your time, or is this game best left in the dark? Let's get cracking. In Rays of the Light is a remake of a game that came out back in 2012 called The Light. Now, according to the blurb, In Rays of the Light is an atmospheric author's parable about our place in this world, life and death. There is only you, the abandoned remains of a former life, and the flourishing nature that feels great in the absence of man. This is basically a walking simulator, and it begins with you as the character, alone in a room inside what looks like an abandoned school of sorts, and is set in a post-apocalyptic timeline. There seems to be no backstory as to who you are, what has happened to the world, why you are alone, where is everybody, and how long it has been like this. It's kind of like one of those experimental ARGs that you find on TikTok lately. Now the game is presented in a first-person perspective, with the environments varying from dark indoor areas like the school-like building that you start off from to the well-lit outdoor areas. Both indoor and outdoor environments really exhibit their differences in terms of how they look. When indoors, the game makes really good use of light and shadow effects worthy of high-quality horror games. The objects appear really well when shown over with your flashlight. However, some items seem to have a certain sheen to it when illuminated by your flashlight that sometimes is misleading when you think that the item is being highlighted when it actually is not. Now, outdoor areas are bright, and the detail on objects like grass and abandoned vehicles look really great. The graphics overall really give you a sense of being alone in this world that the game has created, both creepy and unnerving, and at the same time, quiet and serene. Now, the audio work indeed complements the game and is usually just the sound of your own footsteps. Sometimes the music sets in to enhance the experience depending on what is currently happening in the game, like when you walk into a new area, to the gradual silence as you proceed to explore. This game is definitely best experienced with headphones to truly immerse you in this world. Now, as mentioned earlier, this game is a first-person walking simulator where you need to explore the areas around you in order to uncover the story. This is accomplished through discovering clues in order to solve puzzles that are found throughout the game. Trouble is, though, that when you pick up the usual key to unlock doors, for example, the game doesn't make it clear as to what door it actually unlocks. I found a key at one time and proceeded back to a locked door that I remembered seeing, just to find out that it wasn't for that particular door. Now, occasions like this would lead to a lot of unnecessary backtracking, as the game absolutely will not hold your hand, nor give clear hints onto where you should be heading next. You can spend a good 20 to 30 minutes just wandering around, trying to figure out what you're supposed to do next. I'm all for exploration and puzzle solving, but when the game doesn't provide you with any direction whatsoever, this can lead to some frustrating moments. Controls are a basic arrangement focused on movement, as there is no combat in the game to speak of, and sometimes though it would feel like you're struggling with the controls while strafing, as it sometimes slows down and then speeds back up to a point that I thought that there was something wrong with my controller, just something that I thought that would be worth mentioning. In Rays of the Light is a game with an interesting premise, giving off Walking Dead and Last of Us vibes, as you explore the game's abandoned environments. The graphics and audio of the game truly make the game shine as it immerses you in the world that it creates. However, the lack of direction from the game can really dampen the experience of exploration, as you will be going back and around areas that you've been to just to figure out what you need to do next or where you should be next. However, if you would like to try out this experience of being alone in a post-apocalyptic world and you don't mind the lack of directions and have a lot of backtracking, then In Rays of the Light definitely will not disappoint.